it took a long while to stop myself from crying during the show. And you would think, why would a string player need a click track? But it's not for musical reasons, actually.
Lucy Landymore plays drums for Hans Zimmer. She's a multi-percussionist, she plays marimba phone, and she composes her own songs. I wanted to know, what's the difference between orchestral drumming and band drumming?
I tried to use this information and incorporate it into my music, or try to find the space in which my music fits.
So Lucy, nice to have you here. You finished tour with the Word of Hans Zimmer a couple of days ago. How was the tour?
It was a fantastic tour this time, really fantastic. I haven't seen the US properly before, but we had some really nice audiences that were clapping through the songs sometimes, standing ovations in the middle of the shows. It was really wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw your reels on Instagram, goosebumps, Lion King reel, wow, goosebumps everywhere.
Yeah.
How was the emotion during the show?
It's always really high. I've been doing this show now, this World of Hans Zimmer since 2018, but playing Hans's music live since 2014. And it took a long while to stop myself from crying during the show or affecting me in any way. We used to have a program at the start which was Hannibal followed by Lion King, and I would be weeping by the time it's Lion King because it's so emotional.
Yeah.
But now it's stopped. It's got better.
So
but I can imagine the audience when they first sit down to watch this, and then you take them through a whole roller coaster of emotions and nostalgia as well. It's tough. Yeah.
Yeah. So you played and cried at the same time?
Yes.
Wow.
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
But in the past.
I had some buzz rest to get over it. And then that big bit in Lion King is so powerful. It's so powerful. But now I can really enjoy myself. I was enjoying it before. What am I saying? But the point is that Lion King is it really gets to you.
Just to think about the reel, I get goosebumps right now. It's so. I saw Lion King in Hamburg 1 year ago, 2 years ago, and I don't know, but this emotion and this perfect. Okay. Tell us, how long was the tour and how many shows did you play?
I think it was 24 shows, and I did 2 extra days in Miami, actually. 2 extra days before the tour started to try and recover from jet lag, but also had a nice time on the beach. And then we started rehearsing on, I think it was August 28th, and we had the first show on September 4th, I think. September the 3rd or 4th. We started in Sunrise near Miami, or in Miami, and then we moved on to Tampa and then Houston, and from there, I get confused where we went and where we ended up. But we went around New York, Boston, and then up to Canada. We did Ottawa and we did Toronto. Then we went to the center a bit. Denver, Colorado, that really stuck in my head. It was a great show, and I had a great hike there as well. And then we went to the West Coast, did Anaheim, so a little further out from LA, and Oakland, and Vancouver. We ended in Vancouver, and I got home from Vancouver a couple of days ago.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was, your question was how long was it? It was 1.5 months, and that was on, so I got home on October 14th.
Thursday. Tuesday.
Tuesday. I don't know.
Okay. Did you play in Oakland or in San Francisco?
In Oakland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can imagine that is an intense time. Yeah. 24 shows in 1.5 months, and this emotion every third day, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. It's really, you have to be a professional in touring as well as being a professional musician. You have to find little tricks to actually survive. Otherwise, like the last tour I did, I was completely burnt out afterwards. And even then, the last tour, which was 2.5 months, I made sure I went to sleep at any time possible. I was having naps during the day, and it was still a lot. But that was a different type of travel. We were traveling on the bus, but then we'd had to wake up in the middle of the night to check into a hotel, and the frequency of shows was still very close together. But this time we stayed asleep on the bus. Sometimes we actually went straight to the venue on the bus, woke up on the bus, and then we were in the venue the whole day. And that was quite tough, but it meant that the sleep wasn't broken up. Also, a lot of us go to the gym and try to keep up fitness, but then it's kind of a weird balancing act. If you go to the gym, then you build muscle and you have more endurance in the long run, but on the same day as the show, then suddenly that you have to be a bit clever about how you do it so you don't lose energy to do the show. It's like a huge thing. It's another job.
Yeah. I talked yesterday with Udo Massow. Do you know Udo Massow?
I'm not sure.
It's a German drum tuning guy, legend. And he toured in the past with his bands in the 90s, I think. And he told me about touring. I never been on tour. I don't know. Can you describe for the people, what does it mean to be on tour? How is your day?
I'm really lucky that I'm surrounded by really great people. We're all very close. We have a very special bond. So it's very easy to spend a lot of time with these people. But the life on tour, you are stuck with one group of people. They are your tour family. And I think it's wise to treat them like family for that amount of time. So even if there's a problem, they're a family member now. And you work through it as if they're your brother or sister. Otherwise, it gets difficult. But that's the biggest thing, the community, the sense of community, and knowing when you need time by yourself and knowing when you need social time, actually, because it's really important to be able to play on stage so well together. You need to also socialize together.
Yeah.
And that this is the biggest point, which is why I'm talking about it. And what are the other aspects that actually are a bit of a mystery to an outsider?
Yeah, I can imagine that if you're so close to your little tour family, and now you're back in Vienna, there's a little heartbreak.
Yeah. And I think, that's why I'm feeling so jet lagged today. And I think that's what's happening. Yeah, a little heartbreak is happening now. It happens a few days after.
Yeah.
I have a little heartbreak.
Yeah, I totally understand. Because, where are your people? Where are your family? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's hard. I think that's hard. Okay, let's talk about the shows, because I saw something and I'm wondering. So you have a little screen on the left bottom of your drums. Can you tell me what that is?
Which one are you looking at? So the camera is facing behind me.
This way, Hyatt and between Hyatt and Tom. I don't know. They
screen
or a counter. Is it a counter?
Maybe is it a trap table, a percussion table?
No, I saw it. I saw it on a reel. And
is it the bar counter?
A bar counter, yes.
Does it have the numbers on it?
Yes.
The bars?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not actually positioned there.
Okay.
I think it's the effect from the camera makes it look closer than it is, but It's so one bar counter is placed so that all the percussionists can see it, and then there are several other bar counters put through the orchestra and at the front of the stage so others can see it. So this is absolutely great for me because I could never concentrate during orchestra. I always had to get to know the piece really well instead of counting bars rest, because by the time I get to counting bar 6, I'm already lost in a space of 100 bars.
Yeah. That's
so
a problem.
Really have to. Yeah, but some of these soundtracks, they're uneven phrases, so you can't rely on a regular phrase to know where you are, and the bar count is really useful for that. So I can just memorize. Interstellar, for example, is really there's not much to follow. There are not many patterns to follow along, and for that one, I actually memorized the exact numbers of each accent on the big the puili sticks, the collection of bamboo rods that I'm hitting. And then later on, once I'd memorized the numbers, I started to see the patterns in the music. And then it was obvious. I thought, I didn't need to memorize the numbers. Now I know where it comes.
Okay. So you get the cue from this bar counter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I forgot much. Sheets. So you have your bar counter.
Yeah.
And it's difficult music because some songs has a beat, has a pulse, and some has not, right? Okay, so do you have sheets? I didn't saw sheets.
Oh, I've memorized everything.
Wow.
I really tried to memorize it as quickly as possible, as soon as possible, because I want to get away from the sheets and just play together with the band. I don't want any distractions that can stop me from making eye contact with a band member or locking in with them. And also I want to play musically. I don't want anything that's going to distract me from making music. And what else is there? Yeah, it's quite interesting with the click track. We have in-ears and we have a click track.
You
I think
you
know
track.
that, but yes. Oh, you didn't know?
No. So
yeah.
So, no, because that's a whole orchestra thing. It's new for me. I learned in a regional marching band in Germany. But you can't compare this to worlds. You play for Hans Zimmer. It's very professional, high level, and there's the other side in which I learned. So I have a couple more questions because I think the people outside don't know too. So you have a track for every song or just for
everything?
Everything.
Even so, when you mentioned that some of the songs don't have a beat, an obvious beat, we have a click still running in our ear, and sometimes the click is incredibly unnatural.
Wow.
It will appear incredibly unnatural, and the conductor, Matt Dunkley, he has to go with the click, so he has to learn the exact ritardando or the exact accelerando that the click is doing, so he can bring the orchestra in together. And it's really unnatural to start with, but we've learned how it goes. So, for example, there's a bit in Sherlock Holmes at the beginning. We play this kind of Charleston feel. It's kind of a weird Charleston reggae thing. And the click, it speeds up a little bit and then it slows down a little bit. And it took a while. It's really weird. And it took a while in rehearsals to actually feel that naturally. It still doesn't feel natural, but now we know what's going to happen. So I just play slightly faster and then I play slightly slower. But it's a clear beat. And I don't think the audience would notice that it's speeding up and then slowing down. But we really feel it because we have to play along with it. And some moments in Pirates of the Caribbean where you have the big grand symphonic moments and it's all rubato, speeding up, slowing down all the time, and there's a click track there. It's weird.
Wow. Okay. So just the percussion and players have this click track, or the melody instruments too?
Everyone. Yeah.
Okay, that's
everyone.
Wow. Now there's another question because I know a couple of cello players, violin players. Just a few. So, and in my mind, there is a thing that groove is just a band thing, but not an orchestra thing. Do you understand? Yeah. Okay. So I played with this cello and violin players, and they don't have this feel like impulse. And now you told us or me that every player in this orchestra has the click track.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's a different way of playing, to be honest. And some people would say, and maybe some string players would come in, maybe it's their first gig, and you would think, why would a string player need a click track? But it's not for musical reasons, actually. It's because the arena is such a big space. The speed at which sound travels does not match up. So we need a click track just because of physics.
To just don't get lost.
To play together.
Yeah.
Because if I'm playing a beat up the top of the stage and someone else is trying to play with me down the bottom, there's at least 10 meters between us.
It took a while.
The sound is already like a millisecond delay, a couple of milliseconds delay. And even if we are the best musicians in the world, physics doesn't allow us to play together.
Okay.
So we need the click track. Also, this is a very interesting fact. The front of house people, the people who you see in the middle of the audience, they are in charge of the speakers, and they have to time delay the speakers so that when you hear the band from the stage, then the speakers play at the same time as on the stage. So you don't hear ba 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 ba.
Yeah, that's a delay tower, I think. I don't know, delay tower. Okay, that's new for me. And so, have the melodic instruments sheets, or do they play like you?
The band, which includes one cellist and one string player as well. We don't have music. We memorize everything because they have to do a lot of moving around as well. They have to go down to the front of the stage and back up. And it's good to see the interaction within the band. But because orchestras traditionally read music, I think the creative team decided that it's a good idea if they keep the pages. I don't know for certain, but I think it's nice when the orchestra has the pages and the band do not.
So in your mind, you split, there's a band and there's an orchestra?
Yeah. So the orchestra, in this particular tour, the orchestra are surrounding the band. The band are in the middle. And I have two orchestral percussionists either side of me, actually. And then the band percussionists are just below me, either side.
Wow. Okay. So there's this feel of groove. You have this feel of groove. I saw it. And you feel it after seven years of progress. Now you feel it, and there's no real emotions, but no crying. But you can control this.
Yeah, and it's very interesting playing to a click. What you can do with a click, and it makes you realize about your own playing without a click as well. There's an exercise of trying to make quavers. How do I explain this? Trying to make quavers seem as long as possible within the beat, eighth notes, let's say.
Yeah.
Trying to make them sound as long as possible within the beat or within the bar, and concentrating on spacing them out as much as possible, making them as even as possible. And it feels like you're playing slower than you should be. And then when you play without a click again, it feels like you're slowing down or something. But no, you're in time. And it's a weird feeling. But it's nice to practice that. And then it feels really good when you get it.
Yeah, it's really hard to practice this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's Power of One, for example. That's a good example. It's really slow, actually. And to start with, when I was playing along to it and preparing for the rehearsals, I was speeding up all the time because you expect it to go faster than it does. It's a deceivingly hard one. For all drummers, it's deceivingly hard. It's much harder to play a slow beat like that and groove along rather than play something fast. But it looks like it's easy. I still find it hard. I still have to tell myself, don't speed up, don't speed up.
Yeah. So it's a hard thing to look that is easy. So everyone thinks, okay, it's easy to play drums for Hans Zimmer. No problem, but it's very hard. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's another example, playing with click. The Sherlock, it's kind of a gypsy feel. And well, that's what Hans says. He says he went to try to make gypsy music. And that one is very fast and it's really on top of the beat. And if you're playing in an actual band outside of the click, then you would listen to the other musicians, of course, and then depending on how they're playing, you would push them, or normally push in that scenario. But when there's a click involved, instead of listening to the other musicians, you all have to concentrate on the click. And instead of pushing the other musicians, instead you kind of play on top of the click. And you have to be aware in each piece of the feel of each piece. And then you play the feel around the click rather than around the other musicians. But you still have to consider the other musicians as well.
Yeah, sounds complicated, isn't it?
Complicated.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's no direct answer. It's always in the scenario that you have to be wise and have to analyze what's going on and adjust.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So,
yeah.
Okay. And what do you hear on your in-ears? Click track?
I hear, a lot of click. I always tell them to put the click up. And then I have bass. It's very important. I have the BC Gigster drum stool. This is very common to use on tours because it's the vibrating drum stool. Yeah. So I put, about it. So I put the bass drum through it and some of the low toms. And I also put the bass through it. So I can feel the bass player through the stool as well. Because all the bass frequencies, they're the first thing to get lost in arenas like that. And then I really like to hear the tune, otherwise get lost. So I have everyone in my in-ears, actually. It's just bass and click are a bit higher.
Okay. Let's talk about creativity in an orchestra. I'm wondering, is there creativity in orchestras? Because you have your bar counter, you have the sheets in mind, and you're always focused on click and the feel. And do you have your own space to impress yourself?
I do. Personally, I do. I don't want to say that I impress myself. I want to say that I have the space to feel my own creativity, because the scores I am given are very bare. They're kind of skeleton scores. They were used to get the musicians into the studio and record the track and give them creative freedom to start with. And then, so the way I learnt the show is look at the scores and listen to the finished soundtracks, the movies that are out there, and then decide how I can interpret it on one drum kit instead of what is normally 100 taikos layered up. So goodness knows what, like loads of patches. They just get happy with patches and do everything. But the layering is a real signature of Hans's music. The layering is the magic behind it. So it's quite a challenge to recreate that. And it's a really fun challenge as well. I'm just looking at all of my limbs and thinking, okay, what can I... how much can I do? How can I create the sound of 100 taikos? Which is impossible, but it's quite fun to try. Okay. Also the sound of the drums as well, to design the sound of the drums. Look at what other people are doing and which drums they're playing at the same time, so I can try to complement them, maybe play a different tone or a different timbre, and then it will match nicely and make it seem like there are more drums than there are. Yeah, it's all a balancing act.
So do you tune your drums on your own?
No, we have the drum tech, Tamo Volmers. Don't know if you've heard of him.
No.
But he's really great.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Do you mind if I get some water quickly?
Yeah, of course.
Feel my throat go. Okay, yes, we were talking about the drum tech.
The drum tech and the tuning. And that's interesting. You think about, okay, how can I build this drum sound that I play one drum, I don't know, and it sounds like 100 drums are playing.
Yeah, you can never recreate it, but I try.
Okay, and how do you try? How do you get this sound?
I think I'll use. What can I?
Yeah, you have two hands and 2 feet.
Cheat.
Yeah.
Some of them they cheat and they use the track. They pad things out with the original
sample.
Track.
Yeah.
The original sample. Yeah. So I can think of 2 examples. Man of Steel. That was originally, what was it? 13 famous drummers in one room. Legendary soundtrack. And there are 3 of us playing that rhythm. No, 4 actually, because one of the orchestral percussionists is also playing this rhythm. And I just used the 2 floor toms. That's as good as I can do. The percussionist Luis is using his 2 a surdo and a floor tom. Mm-hmm. So it's already a different timbre, and I think it might help. And the other percussionist is using 2 toms as well. So we're all using 2 toms each. 8.
Oh wow! Yeah.
8 drums, need to get to 13, but then they pad it out with the track as well. And also we all have to be extremely tight, so we do exactly the same sticking, each of us, to make sure it's extremely tight. And Wonder Woman, there's this bit at the start where the toms just play some rhythms. They don't play the constant semiquavers yet. They just play some hits, and I just double it up each time. I play sometimes the high tom and the low tom, and I have a snare next to me, a second snare, and I turn that off. So I've tuned it down. I told Tamo to tune it down.
Okay.
I don't do this myself. So that it sounds like another tom. So I have, what is it? A third in between the high tom and this low snare. And all the toms are tuned to the key, the general key of Hans's music. It's normally kind of D minor, F major, more or less.
That is my next question. When 8 toms play together from 4 different people, they have to be matched in the tune, because when it's not, it sounds so weird. So the guy is called Tamo. Okay, so he tuned every drum, I think, and he perfectly matched every drum together. Yeah,
he's very good at that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And in the tune of the general tune of key of Hans music.
Yeah, D minor, F major, around that. Yeah.
But you have.
I can't remember the exact tunings anymore because we changed it multiple times. And sometimes the residents of the hall will make. Normally, it's the mid tom that's set off, and then we have to retune it according to the room as well.
Ah, okay, crazy. But you can't. But you have just one drum tuning for the show, or did you tune the drums? Retune the drums?
Yeah, it would be a dream, but there's no chance to retune the drums during the show. It's a shame also we have limited space, otherwise I'd have a kit like Terry Bozzio.
Who knows? Next time,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds very difficult but interesting. And I think you, in this 7 years, you learned a lot.
Yes, that was already a huge learning curve, and learning what's the best tuning for the toms. It was the bass player who originally said to me, I think that there was one song that was clashing I think it was one note during Inception that just wasn't sitting, and he said, I think we need to change the tom tuning. And then from then on, I really experimented and thought about what the tuning should exactly be. And there are still some songs where I think, it could be a different tuning, and then it would really fit with the harmonies. But I got the closest I possibly can now.
Yeah.
I can't change it anymore.
Unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, that sounds very interesting, because the drum tuning thing, I spoke a lot with Udo Massow, and he built drums for Charlie Watts, Alicia Keys, and he's a sound nerd, little freak in a good way. I like him. Yeah. So and we spoke about tuning on the key for the drums, for the song. And now you told me that you tuned your drums to the key. I like it. Yeah.
This may be in fourths or something, in fourths, so it's not too obvious that we're playing exactly the tune that they're playing. But it fits nicely.
Yeah. Okay. I have always the thing with groove and orchestra, and so in your mind, we talked about you split the whole band in one band and the orchestra, and do you have the feel of this pulse and groove in every song, or just sometimes?
There are definitely. I think the majority of songs, they've got a groove, but there are some exceptions where I have to think more like an orchestral player. Some parts in Gladiator, also when I'm playing the taiko, I have to think more orchestrally, which means rather than focusing on the groove and the feel, I am focusing on the phrasing and the dynamics. We should always focus on dynamics, but there's a different way of thinking. It's not more or less musical. It's just a different style of thinking that's necessary for those scenarios. But trying to think of certain examples. Well, a really good example is the stampede in Lion King. That has to be very musical. I'm actually thinking like an orchestral player in that, but it's also groovy at the same time.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about the toms. It's written on the score, rolling toms. This is written all over the scores, everywhere. So it's rolling toms. Okay, I know what to do. And the rolling toms can be very, very musical. And the phrasing in this stampede section is irregular. And finding the way to phrase around that. So it's not just some accents on the toms, so I'm really leading up to it each time, making long phrases, or attempting to.
It's like playing the marimba phone a bit.
Yeah. So trying to notice the tune that you're playing rather than just grooving along.
Okay.
But that's a really nice combination of both techniques.
So you are the perfect choice. You play marimba phone very well. You play the drums very well. You compose and you play percussion. It's impressive. I'm wondering, do you sleep?
Not these days because of jet lag, but normally I'm very serious about my sleep.
Yeah,
because sleep is the main thing. It overrides exercise, nutrition. Sleep is the top. You can exercise in the gym, you can eat healthily all you want, but if you don't get sleep, then it's kind of redundant.
Do you have your routine in the evening?
Yes, I do. I stretch every evening.
You stretch every evening?
Every evening,
and
yes.
Go to bed always on time, 10 p.m.? I don't know.
No.
9.
No, I wish, but no, I I try to. I really try my
Okay.
best. I do my stretching and then I brush my teeth and then get into bed. But sometimes it doesn't always go to plan. You know, things get in the way. Oh, I'm thirsty. Oh, I just watched this one more episode of something on Netflix.
Netflix, yeah.
We're only human. I can't lie to you. Have to be honest.
Okay. Do you have a morning routine too?
Yes. I try to get daylight in. I'm obsessed with all these guys, Andrew Huberman and who's the other guy, Brian Johnson. I enjoy watching health podcasts, listening to health podcasts, and so I try to get the daylight in the morning. I do my exercise in the morning. I have protein shakes, have my breakfast, then get on with the day. Yeah, I enjoy doing that.
I like it because I have a morning routine too.
Yeah.
And I'm a 5 a.m. guy.
Oh.
I don't know if it's good. A week was hard, less sleep. But first sports, breath work, affirmation, visualization, and cold shower. That's my routine.
Yeah. It can get addictive.
So
I did go through a phase of it, and I'm trying to get back into the phase now.
I
But
recommend
it's
it. Yeah, it's hard, but handle it like Nike. Just do it. Yeah.
The breath work as well is it's a really helpful technique.
Did you do breath work before show or after show to slow down?
Sometimes I'm doing the 4-7-8 breathing after the show. For those who don't know, who are watching, 4 in, hold for 7, 8 out.
It's different than box breathing or something like that.
Box breathing is also good, but I think I don't know enough to qualify. It depends what you like. I think box breathing is a very good one. It's easy, very easy. The 4-7-8 breathing, I find it relaxes me even more. It's a really relaxing one, and when you're high on adrenaline after the show, you need some kind of way to wind down. So I take it. I hug everyone after the show and jump in the shower, and then go to the bus and do my stretching. And then take it easy and do the 4-7-8 breathing. It doesn't always go to plan. These things don't always go to plan. Sometimes I go downstairs again and I see everyone, and then we socialize a bit. But I try. I try my best.
Yeah, it's hard to keep that. On tour. I can imagine. Yeah. But
these days, I got really into it because of the healing music, because I was writing this healing music. I've been writing it for years now, but over the last few years, I've tried to research as much as I can into actual healing music, sound healing and vibrational therapy, all this stuff. And my friend is now a breathwork coach. So I was talking to her about breathwork, and I found it really fascinating, actually, the power it has over your body. And I tried to use this information and incorporate it into my music, or try to find the space in which my music fits. And it doesn't seem to fit into any one space, but I want to take inspiration from all the knowledge I've got now to try to make it even more effective.
Okay. That's cool. So you compose healing music. In which tune? 4-3-2?
Yeah, this is the thing, because the vibraphone is not tuned to the healing frequencies, the 432 hertz. It's tuned to, what is it, 442. And none of the notes on none of the notes in this 442 frequency match up to the healing frequencies, any of them. A friend of mine recorded a whole album in the healing frequency. She plays cello. She tuned down her cello and played the whole of the Bach cello suites in the healing frequencies. And she said she finds it more relaxing. And then I was thinking, I don't understand why the healing frequencies work on people, because we're all different shapes and sizes. But it's not about that. It's about the atoms. The atoms are all the same size. And it seems that from what I've learned, it seems that the vibrations go into the atoms. It's not about the size of your body or anything. It's about the atoms that make up your being.
I totally understand. And do you tune your drums to these frequencies?
Oh, yeah, I haven't got into that yet. I wonder if it would work. I wonder if it would clash or not.
It works.
Have you tried?
Not in person, but I know a person. I can tell you. Yeah, it works. And it sounds better than you ever can imagine.
I wonder if Tamo would kill me if I asked him.
So it's really, really, really perfect. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That really is the next level then. I'm going to try it.
It's the whole next level thing. Yeah, I told you. And this guy, Udo Massow.
Yeah.
He experimented with for the 8 years, I think. He lives in silence. So, and he now has the perfect tuning.
Wow.
Yeah. Check this
guy out. I
out.
have to meet him.
Yeah,
I have. For sure.
So you are a very disciplined person. What I hear from you, yes. Someday there's a Netflix series. I understand, but I think you're very disciplined.
Yeah, I would say yes, I am, and I think it's also it's healthy to accept that it's not always going to go 100% to plan, and it's never like game over, is it? So 5 minutes out doesn't matter. So I try every day to keep up my fitness because it makes a huge difference to my playing. I think a lot of people are catching on to this now. When my core is strong, I can turn myself at the drums, for example. When my arms are strong, when my back is strong, then I don't get backache after sitting there for hours on end. So that's really, really important to me. And it's just a choice every day of whether to focus on technique or whether to focus on creativity, and also whether to focus on drums or tune percussion, whether to focus on composition. It's always a choice to be made. Yeah. But the main thing to be consistent in is fitness. Also, it's important to meditate, which sometimes I put off, but I really try to make myself meditate. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah. So do you have a week plan for this?
It's I have a morning routine and an evening routine, and what happens in the day is a mystery.
Okay, so you don't have Monday is percussion day, Tuesday is drum day, or something like this.
No, it just never goes to plan, because then I have a deadline coming up, and then I need to change it somehow. One week might be more vibraphone focused, the other week might be more drum kit focused. It really depends what's coming up. This week I have to go and practice marimba a lot because I have to do a new arrangement. And what else do I have to do? I really want to play the drums. I am desperate to play something that's not the show now. I'm so desperate to do that. So on the tour, the practice was quite special. I would either have my practice pad and I would do rudiments and exercises, but always fun. I never like to be bored, so I always make it fun for myself and do weird exercises or write my own exercises. And then I have this hour window before sound check where I can go onto the stage and practice on the real drum kit.
On stage?
Yeah, so I have to be really focused in that hour, decide what exactly I want to do. I was having some fun with the Gadamant's book. that
Yeah.
the bass player had it. He gave it to me. He said, "Joel, maybe you're interested in this." And I said, "Yeah," because I actually haven't had it before. So that was fun to focus on. Just ease up my hands a bit before the sound check starts, before the show starts. And it's always a good idea to play some sections from the show, because I've been playing it for years now, but still, if I go in fresh on the show, playing a show and practicing are very different things. And sometimes, however much you practice, it doesn't prepare you for performing. You could play it perfectly 100 times over in the practice room, but you still need to have the practice performing on stage to get it to the next level.
Mm. Yeah. I understand. So after this podcast, to you will go to your handmade custom drum kit from Philip Schwab.
Yes. And this weekend, I think he's made a new 10-inch tom, and I'm extremely excited about that.
Okay.
I'll add that to the kit and have a great time. I'm waiting for the other kit to come back from the tour. I have to wait quite a while because it's coming from the US.
2 months again?
Actually, I think this time they said 3 weeks, which is much better.
Yeah,
the 2 months was long.
Very long, yeah.
I think I had to go through some tests, and I think they were nervous about getting all of the equipment into the US. So they were really, really prepared. So Philip's kit it's absolutely great. It's a really warm sounding kit. I think the way I've tuned it as well, I always make my kit sound quite warm.
Yeah. So which sizes do you have?
He made on the PS custom drums.
Yeah, on the PS custom drums. Yeah.
He made 12, 14, 16, and I think it's 20-inch bass drum.
Okay. And now you will get an 10-inch tom?
Yeah.
This week or?
This weekend. This weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. This weekend is, now we have Friday. So tomorrow.
Already tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Cool. So you see Philip?
I think I'll see him, yes. I'm going to Munich. So we'll meet in Munich. Have a tea, hopefully.
Greetings. Yeah. Yeah, Philip. I like Philip. So he's a very, very nice guy. Yeah.
He makes nice drum kits.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to trying another one in the near future.
in the near future, what does it mean? One week?
Yeah, can't wait. Maybe. Well, let's see. I'm excited to see what else he's making. What else he makes, because it hasn't been that long. 3 years isn't that long to have a drum company. Yeah,
it's very impressive what he built.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities still to come.
Yeah. So it's like the Nike slogan is perfect. Just do it.
Exactly. Yes.
Trust the process.
I love this slogan.
Yeah, it's the best slogan on the whole world. Yeah. Yeah. Just do it. And thank you. I really enjoyed our time, and I'm a bit smarter now. Okay. Lucy, where can we find you in the whole wide web?
I have my website.
Sorry.
World Wide Web.
Yeah, so, I was thinking, okay. Well, yeah. Sorry. Now it's your turn.
On lucylandymore.com and Instagram, I'm very active. And you can find some videos of my compositions, me performing my compositions on YouTube as well. Okay. So we get a link in the description. Yeah. And now, there you can listen to Lucy's music and have a nice day with us. What comes next? What comes next? I am playing with Gudisman and Jew in Belgrade at Christmas. And before that, I'm performing the soundtrack to a new series in Hanover. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say yet. I don't know if it's common knowledge. Anyway, that would be great. And I'm playing some weird oil rig that can be linked up to contact mics. And it's a very exciting setup.
Wow.
Anyway, that will be in Hanover. It will be filmed, and I'll post some footage later online. And what else? In 2026, I have some solo concerts coming up, and look out for a tour around Germany.
Oh, okay.
I'll invite you.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to see you on stage performing your own music. Yeah. Lucy, thank you and have a good day.
Thank you so much, Tim. Great to chat to you.